Hi there, Stephanie with Martelli Enterprises. Today's video we're going to talk about tools, techniques, benefits, and features of our sit-down long arm. Alright, so in this segment we're going to review the feet. On the machine right now I have our open-toed foot. The difference between our open-toed and our closed-toed foot. Basically personal preference. The open-toed does give you a nicer view of your stitching, whereas the closed-toed will help hold that fabric down nice. Again, personal preference, whichever you prefer to use. If we've got some fabric that's slipping on our batting, we may want to go for the closed-toed foot versus the open-toed foot, but it's purely personal preference. The next foot I want to show with you, this is one of our newest feet. It's the saucer foot. If you notice that it's shaped like a saucer or a bowl. What's really, really nice about this foot, we find very beneficial, is if you've got a quilt that has some thickness to it. Let's say a pinwheel quilt where you've got those seams sewn together. They tend to get a little thick once you put some batting behind them and a backing. The beauty of this foot is as you stitch, and I'll go ahead and lower this so you can see it sitting on the quilt. As you stitch and maneuver around, this dome or the saucer foot is going to very easily maneuver over those thick seams. One thing that I would like to point out, we see here that we've got a tiny hole or a hole that our needle's going to go through. Before you just change feet and start stitching, we're going to want to take our manual knob, twist that and bring the needle down. I'm going to hold this needle thread, twist that down just to make sure that our needle is going to go through that hole and not hit the side. Hate to have you start sewing and hit that saucer or that foot and have issues. So that's the saucer foot.
When you're ready.
Next up we have the Martelli roller foot. There's a nice roller on the outside of this foot, so it makes it very, very easy to maneuver around existing Martelli templates or templates that we have. Let's go ahead. I've got the Skinny Mini down here, which we're going to go into in the video in a little bit on the uses of this. But just to show you, we've got our no-slip grip on the back, and I'm actually going to use this as my guide to push my quilt as I sew. I've already got my bobbin thread pulled up. I'm going to go ahead and hold on to my tails and start stitching. As you can see, I can use my Skinny Mini to guide my fabric as I'm stitching. Gives me that nice straight edge. So the ruler foot is phenomenal for using as guides. Very nice to get that nice straight stitch. Our last foot, if you notice, basically it's a very, very tiny foot that's going to do its job in holding our fabric down. The beauty of this foot is a couple of things. When you're doing your free motion or your meandering, that tiny foot is going to give you a beautiful view of the area that you're working in. Also, much like when we trace the edge of the Skinny Mini here to get our straight line, the other feet, like our open-toed and our closed-toed, from the needle position to the edge of these feet, it's going to be just shy of 1/4 of an inch, okay? This guy, if you look on here, you're going to butt right up to the edge of that foot, and you're going to get very, very close. Later on in this video, we've got a new quilting hoop that we're going to show you using this foot and some phenomenal templates that are in the hoop. So let's go ahead and do just a little bit of stitching on here so you can see how I have a gorgeous view of my quilting area. I'm able to actually look and see the area that I'm quilting in. So if I wanted to do some small pebbling, it's going to be very easy to do. I'm no master free motion quilter here, but you can get the gist of it. You've got a beautiful view of your quilting with that small foot. Thanks for watching and happy quilting.